Hello. Hi. I am so grateful to what I have to offer you this weekend. And I just want to start with really saying congratulations for being here. And yeah, I really hope that you are here and that you are aligned with being here, and really feel in your soul, in your body, that this is something you really wanted to commit to these 3 days. Because in the end, it's up to us. It's totally up to us and nothing else. That's just how it is. Having some lovely juice here in my wine glass. So I'm going to just talk a little bit for people to come on. So I want to start with, if you have any questions during this retreat, like any, please post it in the group. You can message me, but I get so many messages that I want to be able to serve you the best I can these 3 days. And if you message me, it might get just away with other messages. So the fastest way to get any support from me during these 3 days, I'm here for you. Please tag me in the questions in the group. And if you yet haven't received any email from me, please let me know, because I had some kind of weird email bug going on. So your email might have just gone somewhere away in the universe. So just tell me that too. And now you are in my vortex. And I just feel a lot of juicy mermaid energy in this vibe that we're gonna have here. Juicy mermaid vibes. Okay, you with me? Juicy stuff. So I'm going to give you a little bit of background to who I am. There's a lot of new people here to who I am and some old goodies. And I'm also going to talk about today why this result is important to a woman. And now I'm talking like generally women, because we have stuff that is alike, all of us. I'm having a bit of a cold, so if I'm talking a bit low, that's why. We have stuff that is alike as women, and yet we have such a hugely unique essence. I've been working along with women in different ways the last 24 years. It sounds so much right now. So I've seen so many different parts of women, in the, physical, mind-wise, soul-wise, emotional-wise, and psychologically, in so many different engagements of where I've been. So the main thing is that there's some things that are equally to women that we crave, like water, like air, like food, like sleep. And there are some things that are totally unique to each woman. And these things are very important, because when we are not aligned with these things, we don't feel good. And what has happened in this society that we are living in, we are not taught this at all. We are learned how to behave. Okay, that's like the basic line. We are learned how to behave, most of us. From we're born into a system. We're born into this system, and we are told how to behave. And we are learned all of the things that the patriarchal system wants us to know so we can be good members of the business planet Earth. Right? Who's with me? Who is with me, right? Could be a good cocktail, but having a bit of a cold, small toddlers, then this is juice. So yeah. Okay, so going from there, you're born, you're a member of this system, planet Earth, this company, I would say, and they're gonna make you a good member of this. You're gonna be a good student, you're gonna be a good worker, and you're gonna do as the system tells you. Okay, so I am not telling that the system is wrong. I am not saying that I am huge in disgustment of the system. I don't want to say that. There's hugely great stuff with the system that's going on in the world, and of course a lot of really weird shit. But the fact is that the system has told you how to behave since you were born. And also, way back, I don't know if you work with other lifetimes, but I've worked a lot with that. Lifetime after lifetime after lifetime, how to behave as a woman. Ooh. Ooh. And I don't know about you, but I've spent the last 25 years, when I was 16, something was like, oh my God, I gotta go my own way in this hysterical, crazy stuff going on here. Yeah. And from there, I have been navigating my path from other places than what the system has told me. This took me very fast into doing things that the groups I was in was not doing. Like I left the friendship group that I was in with all the girlfriends, and I went to Australia for 4 weeks when I was 16. I started working at a gym as an aerobic instructor for women, and I was like, oh, it was so good. And all of these things has repeated in my life, where I have like left parts, like these communities where you should live the rest of your life, that the systems tell you. You go to school, you find friends, you find job, you find man, you find house, you find all of these things, sorry. And I've been kind of rebel to that in so many ways. And the main core red thread has been my sexual liberation, because fast I understood when I started my self-development when I was around 16, 17, started to go to retreats and stuff. I was very young for this. But I started to understand that I was born with a lot of sexual energy, and more sexual energy than most of the humans have. And I also understood that I loved it and I hated it. And it took me quite some time, a lot of time, to get okay with my energy, with my vibe, really. And it has taught me so many things. First and foremost, it is that my only true, pure safety is with God. My true, pure safety is with God. It's not with a man, it's not with a home, it's not with money. It's none of these things. And this is not just something that I just learned. I've been on my deathbed 3 times in my life. And one time, I was in the hospital for months, and nobody knew what was wrong with me. And I was just getting thinner and thinner and sicker. I had wounds all over inside of my body and in my heart. And I took a decision by myself to I laid myself at home and I took contact with the best homeopaths and healers that I could find, and healed myself at home during 2.5 months. And then the core wound that I healed was in my womb. This is a long story, but I've been through stuff that has put me in situations where I've been on the edge to life and death. This is just one. There's a lot of different stories that you might get to know me even more and more and more. But these events has taught me that there is no end of life. There's not, that this form is not the end. And when I've taken that, when I've met that so many times, it was not enough for me to just meet that once. I had to meet that a couple of times until I really started to go into the studies of A Course in Miracles. I don't know if you know Gabby Bernstein, Marianne Williamson. Just gonna see something here. Marianne Williamson, Louise Hay. All of their studies are based on A Course in Miracles, which is a deep ass study for a year. It's like meditations and work, deep work, dark work with darkness and with the light, with God, 24/7, like so many times during the day for a year. And through that material and through that study, I've found my guides, which I now have a direct contact with. And this is the part of the, I would say, what I've understood, the divine order. And we're going to take more of that in the last session on day 3. So now I'm going to just put together a little bit of what you're going to get here. And this is fundamental for a woman to live in her feminine essence, because when we don't feel safe, we can't relax, feel juicy, feel the flow. Feel our body from the inside and breathe and to breathe and to feel pleasure and ecstasy and excitement turn on. You need to feel safe. You need to work up your safety, your capacity to feel safe. And if you put that safety into the system, into the patriarchal system, or in your home, or with your husband, or whatever, I'm not saying that you're not supposed to feel safe there. I'm just saying that if you have the basic safety feeling of something that can be taken away, you don't feel totally relaxed in your soul because you feel divided. Okay? I hope you're with me now. This is like, I'm not saving on anything here. Our core wound in our soul is that we are separated, that I'm separated from you, that you're separated from God, that I'm separated from God, from everything there is, that we are separated from love. And in our core, we are love. And this wound that we need to feel safe in the patriarchal system is making us not feel like home. It doesn't make us feel like home. This is like a deep, deep wound. We think we're separated, living separated. And it's not real. So the healing in this is to start to trust the divine order. Trust that we are eternal. Trust that there is something bigger holding me. It's not just these material things. And what happens when you start to trust, hold your trust in something bigger, what you desire comes to you. Okay? Let's see so my dog doesn't. Hello, goodies. And this happens naturally. And I want to think, if you're thinking like this, um, like the ocean is flowing, the grass is growing. There is rain for the grass, there is sun for the grass to grow, there's earth for the grass. And you are a part of this meat, this manifestation on this planet. Why wouldn't your needs be met? Like the grass needs are met, like the fish's needs are met. It's like a weird fuck up in our brains that our needs aren't met naturally. Our needs are met naturally. So the last session is going to be a lot about this divine order and trusting in this. And this is a 3 days retreat. I've done a lot of work in this, a lot. But I'm going to try to give you the best, juiciest parts that will give you the most. To really understand that this place called Earth is made for you as a woman to live in pleasure and thrive the way you are, not what society tells you. Okay? So, I have a background of a lot of studies with healing certifications, Course in Miracles, a lot of these things, and work out a lot of things. I'm not going to go into that. And I also have a story where I've been working a lot with striptease, and it was a massive sexual revolution for me to start working as a stripper. And I did a TV show about this once, and they kind of said I did it backwards. I went to India, started yoga, all of this, and then I started to striptease because I was guided to go there. I was like meditating, and then I went to work and like, okay, so what's happening here? And and I saw so much sensuality, what this society has put a label on: bad, dark, dirty, disgusting, destructive. She doesn't feel her worth. When I had been the good girl for so long, and my sensuality of being a bad girl was screaming. And I had such a breakthrough in my spiritual journey. So what I have done now for women, this is coming in lesson 2, is a special concept which I called sacred striptease. And this is a healing form of striptease where we, in a safe container, are playing different roles, which allows us to express hidden parts we maybe never even knew we had. And this is giving us a safe playground, and it is happening so much cool stuff in the rest of our lives when we, in a safe container with support, allowing us to play the real nasty dirty slut, or the schoolgirl, or the, what else? There's so many different things, like the dominant, or just very, very sensual Athena, Aphrodite, sensual angel striptease, or like, there's so much goodies going on that I've created, and we're gonna do that more in day 2. So now I'm gonna go to a little bit more juicy about the exercise that I would love you to do, and I also want to tell you that I'm giving you a lot of information, but the juicy stuff is in doing the exercises that I'm giving you. It's in really doing the work. And I want to say again, there's no good student thing going on here. Okay? I want you to have fun. I want you to play. I want you to feel that you're safe here. I know there is so much shame going on in our playful sensuality. There is so much stuff going on in this. It's crazy. Crazy. So crazy. So today, I want you to dive a little bit into why this result is important to you. So we're going to do a little bit of an exercise where you're going to close your eyes and we're going to go into why is the result of you feeling comfortable in your femme body, why is it important to you? And what is the opposite? What if you're not expanding this? What if you're not being more comfortable than you are right now? Like, what are you missing? And what will you receive and start to live and experience if you start to work more deeper, aligned with your juicy, feminine, unique essence of living? And as you hear me say, this is not just a little thing. This is about living as a woman, as God created you, and not as you're told how to behave. And it can look, we're going to drop our heads a little bit here. It can look so much different. But you're going to practice in trusting, trusting a feminine essence of pleasure. When you're in this, you can feel pleasure in just feeling a smell or just touching some fabric, like and from this juicy essence, you don't care about so much. You're just is, and you're flowing, and you're one with the divine, one with life, one with the divine order. Okay? Just as, the grass is getting water naturally from the sky, the sun is shining natural on the grass. I am a woman. I naturally being guided to where I'm gonna go, what I'm gonna say, what I'm gonna wear, what I'm gonna eat, who I am. And I feel a desire for something, and I move towards that. Just like you imagine if you're ovulating, you're a new woman, you're like you're looking for the sperm. Okay, we're gonna go back to our roots. That's where we feel our femininity. That's where we're at. I don't know about you. Do you think that this world would look so much different if all us women were actually living through our feminine essence? Give me something about this. What do you think? Would this world look so much different if we were living in our feminine essence? Wouldn't it? I say like hell yes. Whoa, Jesus. Whew. Instead, we've created so much jealousy and so much weird stuff. Right? So we're going to do a little bit of an exercise, okay? And I'm going to give you a little bit of a practice. And it's going to pop in posts in the group where I encourage you to share your practices in that thread. And that will be easier if we hold all the sharings in the thread where it says share your process, so we can take part of each other's process and learn from each other and be inspired and know that we're all sisters here. There are no judgments. We need to be able to be everything that we are together, okay? So, if you want to, you can close your eyes a little bit. And I want you to take 3 deep breaths down to your core womb. And I want you to make a sound when you breathe out. And 3 of these. A lot of air. Breathing out a little bit of a sound. You don't need to sound like I do. You can do like or just whatever sound that comes through, okay? Sometimes I sound like something else. Just do a couple of these breaths. And then I want you to feel the heaviness where you're sitting or lying down. It's best to sit up when you're doing this practice, because now we're going to move just from side to side, just a little bit. Side to side, just a little bit of a swing. Soft side to side. From your ass. You're swinging from your ass. We're stopping in the middle. And we're swinging back and forth. Just a little bit back and forth. Swing. And then we're slowly going to stop in the middle. And we're going to feel like somebody's holding a thread in the back of our spine and pulling our spine a bit up, so we're sitting straight with our spine. And then we're going to shoot down an anchor down into Mother Earth, and just anchor down that anchor deep down in Earth. And then we're inviting the golden lights from heaven, just shoveling down gold through our crown chakra and down through our face and head and throat, down through our hearts, down through our chest, through our belly, swirling around in our womb, yoni, down in your thighs, in your knees, down through your feet and down and meeting Mother Earth down below, held and safe, supported right here, right now. We're going to take 2 more breaths. We're breathing in, a little bit of sound on the out breath. And let's breathe in, a little sound on the out breath. Gorgeous. And now I want you to see that you're standing at the top of a staircase. You're looking down. You feel sensations. You feel the wind on your skin. And you start moving down slowly. You see your feet when you're moving down, and you move down slowly down the stairs. And you're taking step 9, 8, 7. You can see your feet. You feel the breath in your belly. 7, 6, 5. You can feel your feet against the stairway. 4 and 3. You can see down there. There's a beautiful garden at the end. You're taking step 2, taking step 1, and you are down in the garden. And you're gonna sit down on this beautiful grass when there's flowers all around. And you're sitting there and breathing. You're having this wonderful moment with yourself. It's sacred, you're safe. You can sit here alone with your own thoughts, nowhere to go, nothing to do, nothing to fix. There's no one to please here. There is nothing to please and no one who needs anything. You're just sitting here with yourself. All is well. You are safe, held by the love of God. Planet Earth, Father Sky. I want you to imagine like a huge movie theater in front of you. And I wanted you to look at this, and I wanted you to look at yourself in 1 year from now. If you are expanding your feminine power, allowing yourself to follow pleasure, allowing yourself to be comfortable with not really knowing so much, but more living in pleasure in this moment, allowing life to unfold, gifting you the most desirable dreams that you ever thought about. See yourself in front of you. What do you wear? How do you look? What do you feel? What are the words that really, can describe this woman that is you? How are you living your life? How do you spend your day? What do you want to do when you wake up? We're just leaving the thoughts that it's not possible, I can't do that, I need to do this. We're just leaving them to just vanish away on some clouds. Because God wants you to feel good. God wants you to feel pleasure. And trust me, I know this. It's my experience. It's all here for you that you desire. So back to really, how is this woman? What do you feel in her body? How does that turn on feels? Gorgeous. Now we're going to say goodbye to that picture. And I want you to pick up another picture. If you're not changing anything, you settle, you're okay, you're fine, I'm good. How does she look like? Pleasure is okay sometimes. I'm okay. Life goes on. Look in her eyes. How does she feel? Really? Is she fooling herself? Can you see any sadness? Does she want to shy away from looking in your eyes? And I want you to end this with that you're telling her that you love her and that all is well. Even this part is taken care of by God. Even that part is taken care of by God. She's not supposed to feel stressed or that she needs to change or something's wrong with her. Just tell her that all is well, that everything is taken care of in the divine order. That she can relax because you got this. Life got this. God got you. There's a divine order taking care of all of this. Not even you have to take care of this. You're following love, joy, your power, your guidance, your intuition, your fears. Okay, so coming back to your body, sitting in on that beautiful grass. The movie theater is taken away. You're moving back to the staircase, and you're starting to go up. And step 10, 9, I'm counting down to 0, and when I say 0, you're back in your body, back where you're at, sitting with me, opening up your eyes. You're going on 8, stepping up on 7, feeling more juicy on 6, feeling lovely and wonderful and rejuvenated on 5. Breathing and loving your life on 4, feeling really, really, really filled up on 3, and just a gentle smile and feeling a little bit horny on number 1, and going back on number 0, opening up your eyes and being here with me. Okay. Great, lovely. So how was that? Amazing. Okay, so I'm not gonna babble around more than this. And my practice to you is to look at this recording, not the whole recording, but do this meditation once again. So you're doing it twice today before the next session. And I want you to share in the group. You don't have to share what happens both of the times, but share in the group your experiences. Like, what is happening in you with this? Share the process, what's going on. Why I also say in the group, like, share the process, is because life is a continuous process, okay? You're not going to be a good girl here and like leave the right answers, okay? I wanted to share the process because that's where we're living. We're living in a process, okay? So please share that in the group. And it's gonna pop up a post after this where you can share your process. And I'll see you tomorrow. A lot of love. Bye bye.